Hello everyone, I am Lokesh and welcome back to the channel. So friends, this video is related to last time how to prepare for GenCnext skills based exam. As we know that GenCnext exam on campus hiring for 2022 batch is scheduled on 14 August and so many candidates DM me that please make some resources plus strategy video to crack this exam and what are the syllabus and strategy and tips. So in this video we discuss about all the complete information. So let's start the video. Okay, so this is the presentation that I made for all of you that is related to Cognizant on campus GenCnext 2022 batch syllabus resources. In this part we just discuss about GenCnext skill based assessment, complete syllabus, resources, how to prepare in less time. Okay, so the general introduction have a 3 point like GenCnext exam syllabus, resources, strategy, how to prepare in less time. I just split the video in the parts, as you can see that, and you can check from description and you can go to that part and watch that. Okay, so as you can see that the GenCnext exam have contained the 3 part. First is skill based assessment, second is technical interview, and third is HR interview. So the skill based assessment is the first that you have to clear. If you meet the GenCnext cutoff criteria, so you will be give the interview opportunity for the GenCnext role, or if you not meet this criteria or meet the GenC elevate criteria, so you have to wait for that, and in the September GenC elevate exams are conducted for the 2022 batch. So the total duration for the skill based assessment is 3 hours 180 minutes, and there are the 2 sections. First section is multiple choice question. The duration is 40 minutes. The question is 20 to 25. Question type is conceptual and code analysis. So in this there are some output like related coding questions are asked, concept related coding questions are asked, or conceptual questions are asked, or some tricky questions are generally asked in the first section. In the second section there is a coding challenge that is related to duration is 140 minutes, question is 5 to 6, and question type is case study. Okay, so the case study questions are generally asked in the coding challenge. As you can see on my screen that the programming construct, data structures and algorithm syllabus are just a type of that I already discussed in the previous video, but I am just describing again. Control structure, basic OOPS concept, basic data structure, array, class, struct, tree, search, sort, algorithm, pointer. This type of concept and this type of syllabus are for the programming construct, data structures and algorithm. If I talk about database and SQL, so the basic query language, simple to medium data querying, fetch, simple join, PL SQL function, data control language, transaction control language, cursor, exception handling. This type of topics are generally that they are added in the database. If I talk about web UI, so the HTML application of JavaScript, and in the JavaScript part only event handling questions or the event handling topic is added, and the HTML CSS is added. So this is the complete syllabus that is related to section 1 and section 2. In the section 1 multiple choice questions are asked, in the section 2 coding challenge are asked. If I talk about resources plus strategy to crack the exam, so as you can see on my screen, I just add the C++, Java and Python resources. For C++, you can just prefer the Saurabh Shukla sir YouTube channel or the Java T Point website or some other YouTube channel. You can just visit according to your language preference. For the Java, you can just prefer the Nizo Academy Code with Harry sir channel or the Java T Point website. For Python, W3 School website and Amulya's Academy. If I talk about the particular that is related to basic OOPS concept, for I just categorize the object oriented programming according to the language preference. For Java, you can check Anuj Bhaiya video. As you can see that they just mention the Java OOPS concept in just 60 minutes. Okay, for C++, you can just prefer the Saurabh Shukla sir video for the object oriented programming. For Python, you can just visit the NFTQ Infosys website because there are lot of sufficient content that is related in the Python. If the Python is not asked in that exam, so I am just adding resources because they not mention the particular programming languages, but you have to prepare well for that. Okay, so there is one important point that for the C++ and Java, and if I talk about the programming construct, okay, if I talk about programming construct, so there are the data structures and algorithm part. For the data structures and algorithm, there are so many lectures that are available on the Geeks for Geeks YouTube channel and Geeks for Geeks website. You can check the Geeks for Geeks website for the data structures and algorithm. There is a very important point that other topics that in the programming construct are covered from top websites like Java T Point and the Tutorials Point, because they consider the all the topics that they given in that, like the database connectivity, fine handling, collection. So you can just read that from website. If I talk about the second part, that is database or SQL, and the third part is web UI. So for the database, the YouTube channel is GetSmashers and the Sanchit GenC channel. As you can see on my screen that GetSmashers channel has a very good content that is related to database management system. So as you can see that they just consider the all the parts that is asked the most topic. And for the W3, for the SQL, you can just go to, so W3 school website is very good for SQL learning. As you can see that you can learn SQL, all syntax and queries. That is very important, and that is mentioned in that particular syllabus. If I talk about web UI for the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you can just refer the W3 school website, because it is very good website and you can clear all your concept, because that are the concept that is just ask in the MCQ exam. Okay, so how to prepare in the last time, because there is only 4 days left for that exam. So you have to prepare for the MCQ. First need you have to prepare for the important concept that is given in the particular syllabus. If I talk about coding challenge, so for the coding challenge you can practice the previous year coding questions. Okay, so if you want some videos on previous year coding questions or the previous questions, so we have to just I have to just make the videos on the channel for all of you, that is related to MCQ also and for coding also. I hope this video is useful for everyone. If you have any queries regarding GenCnext exam, you can ask in the comment section or DM me on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to receive update from us. Okay, this is the Instagram ID, and the time is very less. You have to prepare daily for clearing the exam, and you have to practice daily. Thank you so much for watching the video.